Good morning, dear student. Now today we are going to see chapter number 3, Delhi 12 to 50th century, Ncert, class 7, history. In chapter 2nd, we saw the regions like Kaveri Delta became the center of large kingdom. Did you notice that there was no mention of a kingdom with Delhi as its captain? That was because Delhi became an important city only in the 12th century. Now let's see the rulers of Delhi. Look at this table carefully. First, Rajput dynasty, early Turkish rulers, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, and Sayyid dynasty. Last one, Lodi dynasty. Now let's see first the Rajput dynasty. Tomaraj, early 12th century, 1011-65, Anagha Pala, 1130 to 1145. So now in this way, look at this table very carefully and observe the rulers of the Delhi. Now let's see, move on. Like the earlier sultans, the Khilji and Tughlaq monarchies appointed military commanders as governors of territories of varying sizes. These lands were called Ikta and their holder was called Iqtidar or Mukti. So like other earlier sultans, like that the Khilji and Tughlaq monarchies appointed military commanders. जो खिलजी है, तुगलक है, इन्होंने जो अपॉइंटेड किए थे मिलिट्री कमांडर्स, उनके गवर्नर्स टेरिटरीज के. दिस लैंड्स वेयर कॉल्ड, वो लैंड को कहते थे इक्ता, एंड देयर होल्डर वॉज कॉल्ड, और होल्डर को कहते थे इक्तदार और मुक्ति. द ड्यूटी ऑफ द मुक्तिज वॉज टू लीड मिलिट्री कंपेनियंस एंड मेंटेन लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इन देयर इक्ताज. और जो ड्यूटी थी मुक्तिज की, वो क्या थी? लीड मिलिट्री कंपेनियंस को लीड करना और मेंटेन मीन्स लॉ को मेंटेन करना ऑर्डर इन देयर इक्तास. जो इक्तास जो ऑर्डर देते हैं उसको लॉ को मेंटेन करना. दैट इज द ड्यूटी ऑफ द मुक्तिज. इन एक्सचेंज फॉर देयर मिलिट्री सर्विस, द मुक्तिज कलेक्टेड द रेवेन्यूज ऑफ देयर असाइनमेंट्स एज सैलरी. और उसके जो मिलिट्री सर्विसेज थी, इनको एक्सचेंज में जो मुक्तिस कलेक्ट करते थे रेवेन्यू, उनको असाइनमेंट एज अ सैलरी दिया करते थे. दे ऑल्सो पेड देयर सोल्जर फ्रॉम दीज रेवेन्यूज एंड रिमेनिंग ऑफ देयर सोल्जर्स फ्रॉम दिस रेवेन्यू. कंट्रोल ओवर मुक्तिज वॉज मोस्ट इफेक्टिव इफ देयर ऑफिस वॉज नॉट इनहेरिटेबल एंड इफ दे वेयर असाइंड इक्तास फॉर अ शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम बिफोर बीइंग शिफ्टेड. These harsh conditions of service were rigorously imposed during the reigns of Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq. Now, these harsh conditions of service were rigorously imposed during the reign of Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq. Their accountants were appointed by the state to check the amount of revenue. और उनके जो अकाउंटेंट थे जिन्हें अपॉइंटमेंट किया था, वो क्या देखते थे? स्टेट टू चेक अमाउंट ऑफ रेवेन्यू कलेक्टेड बाय द मुक्तिज. जो मुक्तिज ने कलेक्ट किया हुआ जो अमाउंट है वो देखते थे. केयर वॉज टेकन दैट मुक्ति कलेक्टेड ओनली द टैक्सेस प्रिस्क्राइब्ड बाय द स्टेट एंड दैट ही केप द रिक्वायर्ड नंबर ऑफ सोल्जर्स. नाउ केयर टू बी शुड टू बी टेकन मुक्ति दैट कलेक्टेड ओनली द टैक्सेस प्रिस्क्राइब्ड बाय द स्टेट, दैट स्टेट, and that he kept his required number of soldiers. As the Delhi Sultan brought the hinterland of the cities under their control, they forced the landed chieftains of the Samta aristocrats and rich landlords to accept their authority. Under the Alauddin Khilji, the state brought the assessment and collection of land revenue under its own control. The rights of the local chieftains to levy taxes were cancelled and they were also forced to pay taxes. The Sultan administrator measured the land and kept careful accounts. So in this administration of the Delhi Sultans, It is a cheap observation, minute observation of the authority given by the Delhi Sultans. Under Khilji, Alauddin Khilji, the state brought the assessment of the tax, collection of land revenue under its own control. It means that that is the head of the Alauddin Khilji, okay, and their servants. The rights of the local chieftains to heavy taxes were cancelled, and they were also forced to pay taxes. Heavy taxes also cancelled, but this tax also pay. That is also forced. The Sultan's administration, the old chieftains and landlords served the Sultans as a revenue collector as assessors. They were three types of taxes. Now let's see the three types of taxes. First, on cultivation called kharaj and amounting to about 50% of peasants' produce. पहला जो था वो था कल्टीवेशन कॉल्ड खराज, जो कल्टीवेट करते थे उसको खराज कहते थे, और अमाउंट कौन सा लगाते थे, जो 50% जो फार्मर्स प्रोड्यूस करते थे उस पर 50%. सेकेंड ऑन कैटल पे लगाते थे, और थर्ड थे हाउसेस पे. ऐसे प्रकार के टैक्स थे. It is important to remember that large parts of the subcontinent remain outside the control of the Delhi Sultans. It was difficult to control distant provinces like Bengal from Delhi, and soon after annexing southern India, the entire regions became independent. So there were forested areas like that Sultanate force could not penetrate. Local chieftains established their rule in these regions. Sometimes rulers like Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq could force their control in these areas, but only for a short duration. That is for the short duration. Okay. It is an important to remember that the parts of subcontinent remain outside of control of Delhi Sultan. It is difficult to control distant province like Bengal. ऐसे कुछ जो डिफिकल्ट कंट्रोल में के जो प्रोविंस थे उसमें बंगाल है, दिल्ली का कुछ पार्ट, एनेक्सिंग साउदर्न इंडिया है, एंटायर रीजन्स बिकेम इंडिपेंडेंट. पूरा जो रीजन है वो क्या हो गया, इंडिपेंडेंट हो. इवन इन दिस जेनेटिक प्लेन देयर वेयर फॉरेस्टेड एरियाज, कुछ ऐसे फॉरेस्टेड एरिया थे जहाँ पे सुल्तानेट फोर्स किया करते थे, पेनिट्रेट करते थे. लोकल chieftains established the rule in this region. वो रीजन में उन्होंने एक रूल बनाए थे. Sometimes rulers like Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq could force their control in these areas, but only for a short duration. लेकिन ये short duration के लिए था. Next वो पूरा change हुआ. Okay. Now achievements and their fortifications. The Mongols under Genghis Khan invaded Taxomonia in northeast Iran in 1219, and the Delhi Sultanate faced their onslaught soon after. Mongol attacks on Delhi Sultanate increased during the reign of Alauddin Khilji and in the early years of Muhammad Tughlaq rulers. This forced the two rulers to mobilize large standing army in Delhi, which posed a huge administrative challenge. A Mongolo under the Genghis Khan, that is, invaded the Taxonia in northeast in the 1219, and the Delhi Sultanate faced their onslaught soon after. Mongol attacks on Delhi Sultanate increased during the region in Alauddin Khilji, and after that early years of Muhammad Tughlaq's rule, that rule will change. This forced two rulers to mobilize a large standing army in Delhi, which posed a huge administrative challenge. जो टू रूलर फोर्सफुल जो रूलर्स थे, टू रूलर्स, दे आर लार्ज स्टैंडिंग आर्मी इन दिल्ली विच पोज अ ह्यूज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव चैलेंज, उनके लिए एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव चैलेंज था. नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, द सुल्तान इन द 15th and 16th century. Take a look at the table first again. You will notice that after the Tughlaq, the Sayyid and Lodi dynasty ruled from Delhi and Agra until 1526. By then, Jaunpur, Bengal, Malwa, Gujarat, Rajasthan and the entire South India had independent rulers who established flourishing states and prosperous capital. Now once again, dear student, look at the table once again, and you will notice that after the Tughlaq, the Sayyid and Lodi dynasty ruled again from Delhi and Agra until 1526. After that, Jaipur, Bengal, Malwa, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and the entire South India had independent rulers who established flourishing state and prosperous capital. This was also the period which saw the emerge of new ruling groups like Afghan and the Rajput. उसके बाद हमें देखने को मिलता है कि नए जो इमरजेंस हुए न्यू न्यू रूलिंग ग्रुप्स लाइक अफगान्स और राजपूत हमें देखने को मिले, जो हमने फर्स्ट टेबल में देखा ही है, हाउ टू बी रूलर्स work on the Delhi Sultanate. Some of these states established in this period were small but powerful and extremely well administered. Sher Shah Sur 1540-1545 between started his career as the manager of small territory for his uncle in Bihar and eventually challenged and defeated the Mughal Emperor Humayun. Ages 1530 to 1540, 1555 to 1556. Sher, although the Sur dynasty ruled only 15 years, that is the 1540 to 1555, and it introduced an administration that borrowed elements from Alauddin Khilji and made them more efficient. So now in this way हमें देखने को मिलता है अलाउद्दीन खिलजी जो है एक उत्कृष्ट प्रशासक था, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर था. शेर शाह एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन became the model followed by the great emperor Akbar. और शेर शाह का एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जो था ये मॉडल बन गया और उसे फॉलो किया ग्रेट जो एम्परर अकबर है उन्होंने 1556 to 1605 when he consolidated the Mughal Empire. So dear student, let us see this video now. Next video we will see the exercise question and answer solutions. Thank you very much. Please give comment, subscribe channel and like I button. Thank you very much.